What is going on, you guys? Bastion YGO here, and today I'm coming at you with my updated budget Prankins deck profile. Yes, budget Prankins deck profile, best deck of the entire format except for the Despia Albaz, nonsense we got going on, but that's neither here nor there. So, Prankins has been one of the top decks for a while now, and for a very simple reason that ever since Prankins Meow Meow Mew came out, this card right here, the deck's pretty much been a near unstoppable one-card engine, especially after the Brave Token engine just came out recently. I believe it was late last year. It feels like we've had it forever at this point, really. But essentially, for those players who want to go ahead and play the Prankins strategy but don't necessarily have the hundreds and hundreds of dollars, sometimes even thousands of dollars, go ahead and build those top tier budget, not budget, but top tier decks. I really want to go ahead and make a profile for you guys to show you guys you can still go ahead and play a very, very competitive Prankins build without having to buy Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer, without having to buy the adventure tokens, without having to worry about the Despia deck that's been coming out. All this right here, not only is it counter Despia, but it has a very, very good grind game on its own and extremely, extremely consistent deck, of course. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting off with the monsters, guys, let's start off with playing 3 of the Lampsies, Fansies, and triple Droplet, and then double Roxy's. Roxy's, of course, is the least important of the Prankins, but still mandatory in order to make sure that you can get all your plays off. Also, we're not playing, of course, DPE or the Adventure Package engine, so there's nothing that we really need to make room for in the main deck. There's plenty of room for all of our hand traps and other cards as well. So that is going to be pretty standard when it comes to the overall Prankins lineup. Next, I play triple. I do not have the card. I have played triple Parallel Exceed. So Parallel Exceed, actually a phenomenal card. So anytime that you were to link summon and have a free zone, you actually go ahead and chain Parallel Exceed to go ahead and special summon itself. It's a level 8 monster because it special summons itself as a level 4 along with another Parallel Exceed to make them both level 4 on your field. That way you can go into Abyss Dweller from your extra deck, which counters a lot of the top tier meta strategies in the current format. Abyss Dweller pretty much just prevents your opponent from pretty much using their graveyard, so it's really, really good, and it's going to counter a lot of, again, top tier strategies in the future as well. Some of the top decks that are going to be coming available are, of course, the Shaddoll Despia strategy, which is just all graveyard at that point, so that is going to be fantastic to have an immediate counter for that right off the get-go. Next, for the hand traps, I play triple DD Crow, triple Ghost Ogre, and then triple Effect Veiler. So, like I said, I want to go ahead and keep this as budget as possible, but extremely, extremely good. So, Ghost Ogre just got reprinted, so it's $1.50 for each of the commons, or $2 max, so that's phenomenal. Veilers are 50 cents to $1 at the very, very most. I'm pretty sure you can get Supers and Ultras for like $1 or $2 as well. And again, DD Crows and Ultra Rare, it's going to cost you $3 or $4 each. So if you want to go ahead and get you some rares, some supers, things like that for like $1, very, very, very good investment. I always say DD Crow is the best hand trap in the game, but that's, again, my personal opinion over the rest. And that's going to be it for the monsters, guys. Go ahead and get right into the spells. So for the spell lineup, guys, we play triple Prankins. Place consistency is key. We play double Pandemonium and double Pranks. So why do we play 2 and 2 and why not 3 and 1, things like that? So with Ghost Ogre being a lot more prevalent in the meta, you want to go ahead and have the second Prankins Pranks in case the first one gets Ghost Ogred. It's still a really, really good card to have and recur all your resources back into your deck, pretty much giving this the ultimate grind game. So ever since Prankins Mew Mew got limited on the Forbidden Limited list, the deck took a big hit to its overall grind game, but Prankins Pranks helps it get it back. Just being able to go ahead and recycle your Meow Meow Mew, and then you get to pretty much have continuous 1-card starters from then on forward. Also, it can have you access another Prankins token as well, should your Prankins Meow Meow Mew, however you say, you guys know the title, gets banished, or you banish yourself for its effect. And double Pandemonium because it is searchable, so there's really no need to go ahead and play it at 3. That's not the only fusion spell we play, though. We play one polymerization. I actually do not have the other artwork of this card. Unfortunately, I did trade it off. With polymerization just becoming a lot more stronger in the current format. And I also very strongly thought about putting the Frightfur engine in this as well. Playing Frightfur Patchwork and Edge and Chain. However, it really wasn't worth it. Plus, it's going to be more of a competitive strategy as well, because that's how you're going to be able to push for Guardian Chimera. Edge and Chain is nearing a $7 to $8 card just for the common version, so it's absolutely just ridiculous. I didn't want to go that route, again, keeping it as budget friendly as possible. So just one regular polymerization, just because if you see any opening hand, fantastic. If you don't, then you don't really want to draw into this card. It's not really going to help progress your game state, because again, Pandemonium is searchable. This is not, so either you see it or you don't. It's kind of the theory behind the one polymerization. I didn't want to take up spots from any other important cards. One instant fusion to go ahead and get you access to your Rocket Ride in case that you get ashed or your initial plan just doesn't go well. Instant fusion to go ahead and let you access again your Rocket Ride, and then you can put special some of your prank kids back onto the field and then presume to go on from there. Next, for countering everything, 3 super polys in the main deck. Yes, so this is pretty much going to counter any meta strategy moving forward, especially if you're going to be playing this in Prank Kids. So Prank Kids already a top tier deck. Fuse with your opponent's monsters as well, your opponent's Prank Kids as well. Use them as fodder. So really good to go plus off that as well. But also play some cards in my extra deck that allow you to go ahead and actually fusion summon using your opponent's Despia monsters as well. So no matter what you're facing, whether you're playing a dark base deck, Prank Kids, or Despia, which seems to be more or less what the format is leaning to, whether you're playing against Shaddoll, Dragon Link, Sky Striker, no matter what, you're going to be good to go. You're going to be covered as far as that goes as well. So 3 super poly in the main deck is really useful. Again, it's like a $1 to $2 card for arguably one of the strongest cards in the future format, or I should say the now format. And to round up the spells, 1 Monster Reborn and 1 Called by the Grave. Again, Called by the Grave was never an expensive card, and it also got reprinted again as a common. I believe that the common is the one that I used, so there you go. And Monster Reborn is never a bad card. So overall, Monster Reborn is a phenomenal extender, not just in the beginning of the game in case something gets ashed. You can go ahead and just Monster Reborn it back and then continue to link summon, or you can also go ahead and use your Monster Reborn on mid game, late game. It's never a bad card in the Prank Kids lineup. That's gonna be it for the spells. Now time for the traps. For the traps, very simple. 3, there can be only 1. This actually again got reprinted in the Albastrax structure deck. Extremely affordable card and extremely powerful, especially in this deck. So basically you can only control 1 card of each type, with each of the Prank Kids controlling a different type. As long as you do not end on a Fansies, which is a Thunder, you should be just fine, because the Prank Kids Battle Butler, I believe, is also a Thunder as well. See that? Thunder. So as long as you don't end on the Fansies, you're going to be just fine. Just be careful of that. Again, playing this moving forward, I think that playing budget Prank Kids is extremely good option with the current format with this build. But it is going to take a lot of mental processing to make sure that you're making the correct plays, to make sure you're not misplaying, make sure you're leaving the correct cards on board as well. So just go ahead and be careful with that, guys, moving forward. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into that extra deck. For the extra deck, guys, go ahead and start off with the links. We play 1 Meow Meow Mew, double Doodle Doodle Doo, Bow Wow Bark, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, and 1 Nightmare Unicorn. Extremely affordable cards. First of all, those reprints that they had in the I think it was Maximum Gold are absolutely just ridiculous. They reprinted the entire deck. You can pretty much pick the entire Prank Kids deck. You pretty much pick this deck up. I'm sure there's a counter up here somewhere that I put. It's probably going to be extremely inexpensive, probably around the $40 to $50 range. Extremely powerful and extremely useful as well. And that's not just the Prank Kids, that's pretty much every single card that I've shown you guys so far. So again, I wouldn't change this for the world. If you can get an Appaloosa, go for it. I would recommend that. If you have an access code talker, I would recommend that. And again, if you have a Borlo Dragon, I may recommend that as well. But again, keeping it budget, so still simple but effective. For your fusions, double Rocket Ride, one Weather Washer, double Battle Butler, and then for your super poly targets, I play one Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and then one Prep Plant Dragostabilia. So I really want to go ahead and put one of the Despia cards in here, but essentially, again, not only do I want to go ahead and keep this budget for you guys, I want to put in actually Masquerade, because I think that card is absolutely nuts. But these just gives you a lot more versatility. One of them requiring a fusion monster, and this one requiring, I believe, two dark monsters. So extremely viable strategies as well. And not only are they good against Despia, they're good against DDD, they're good against other decks as well. Phantom Knights, they're all dark monsters. Prank Kids have fusion monsters as well. So essentially, no matter what strategy you're going up against, these two are extremely useful, and again, it gives you versatility in the extra deck as well. And that is 14 cards for the final card of the deck. We play the one Abyss Dweller for the 15th card. I just think it's the most useful Xyz monster you can have. If I can only have one Xyz monster, I would definitely have it be Dweller, just because it's the only or the strongest floodgate I can immediately think of, except for number 41 Baguska. But Baguska hinders your plays as well, so it's not as effective as one would think. So I want to go ahead and just make the Abyss Dweller and only impact my opponent as well. So with that, that's going to be it for the Budget Prank Kids deck profile, guys. I hope you guys really did enjoy. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section down below. If you guys want to go ahead and leave a like, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Subscribe for more videos, guys. And let me know what content you guys want to see. Right now, I'm pretty much going to have a lot of Fallen Albaz and other decks that I feel like work well with that as well. So if you have any suggestions, again, leave them down in the comment section down below. Subscribe for more, and I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one.